Are you ready to start? 1:30, di ba? Sorry. Hello? Afternoon po. You have secretariat here? Secretariat, wala pa ba?
Sir nga, Miss Holly, good afternoon.
Oo nga, start na tayo.
And
Yes, we're still wait.
Sino na naantay natin pa?
Attorney Irish po, attorney.
Sa Irish. Sa Irish.
Apo,
Okay.
apo. Call ko lang po siya.
Attorney Rob, good afternoon to all the members.
Ayun, okay na tayo. Can we start?
Yes, sir. We can already start, sir.
Sige. Siguro, we'll start with the quorum, please. Do you have a quorum?
Yes, sir. We already have a quorum.
Okay, let's do the roll call, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this BAC Bravo meeting. This meeting is being streamed online via the CAAP YouTube account. Please acknowledge once your name is called. Our presiding officer, Attorney Roberto Martin Benaventura,
Present.
General Ernesto Milo, Engineer Gary JD is online. We also have Engineer Arnel Borlado.
Here present.
Good afternoon, sir. Miss Jocelyn Ching.
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am. And our end user from the ADMS, Mr. Emerson Salas, and from the Strategic Planning Division. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Sir, from the Technical Working Group, we have our head, Irish Presyon. We have Attorney John Boasiglat,
Present.
Attorney Mark Nestor Mendoza, Engineer Florian Atienza, Engineer Noric Baez,
Present. Good afternoon.
Mr. Jose Marie Anthony Ilihilio,
Present.
Mr. Alfred Destura, Ms. Jamaica Gregorio, Dr. Benjamin Terencio, and Ms. Cheryl Wali. Good afternoon, sirs. For the back secretariat, sir, we have our overall head, Dr. Rolly Bayaban, Engineer Sonny Villabert, Ms. Melina Reyes, and our minutes taker for today's meeting, Ms. Holly Marie Pasano, and the other members of the back secretariat, as well as our observers from the COA, PCCI, IAS, SFI, and our procurement division. That's all for the roll call.
Bye-bye. Happy birthday, Allen. Sorry, naka-on pala mic ko. Sige, okay na. Let's proceed please with the items in the agenda. What's the first item?
Sir, actually, our first item is the pre-bid conference, sir, for the consultancy services for the conduct of detailed engineering design of the expansion of passenger terminal building for the Davao International Airport, amounting to 11,843,600 pesos. This is an ADMS negotiated procurement project, sir.
Sige, let's proceed please.
Attorney Bo, do you have your the bidders who we already sent out our invitation, sir?
Yes. Only UICI requested to join the pre-bid conference. I think they are already trying to join.
Mr. Chair, permission to admit the bidder, sir.
Go ahead.
Attorney Bo,
Yes.
I think we have no participating bidders in the room, sir.
Let me double check. I think they just asked the secretariat for the link. We'll ask that it be resent again.
How long will that take? Ano?
Sir,
Ano? Yes, Irish.
we already have our prospective bidder, sir.
Ayan pala. Sige. So
Sir,
kindly just put the name of the bidder for records purposes and then let's proceed please with the presentation. Thank you.
Mr. Henaro Estrella, sir, please introduce yourself and the company you represent for records purposes.
Yeah, good afternoon, ma'am and sirs. My name is Genaro Estrella from Urban Integrated Consultants Incorporated. Attending this pre-bid conference meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Attorney Bong will be presenting for the pre-bid conference, sir.
We start with the presentation. Permission to share my screen, Mr. Chair.
Go ahead, please.
Good afternoon. So today is the pre-bid conference for the project as shown on screen, bid number 19-056-11 Bravo, negotiated procurement due to two failed biddings. This was posted last February 18, 2022 in the PhilJEP's account of CAAP, and this invitation for negotiation includes the following information. That the project has the ABC of 11,843,600 pesos, and the pre-bid conference is today, 1:30 p.m., and the deadlines for submission, it's March 4, 2022 at 1:30 p.m. Now, also included in this invitation is the terms. The TOR is included here, and to expedite and to save time, I will be skipping to the terms of reference. So the terms of reference provides that this project is for the detailed engineering design of the expansion of the passenger terminal building of Davao International Airport, which has a total land, which requires improvement of the PTB. And these are the objectives of the prospective consultant to assess and evaluate the present PTB capacity and formulate a development plan, to prepare the detailed engineering design for the expansion, to prepare the cost estimates and the bidding documents, to review and validate the conduct of social and gender safeguards and incorporate the needs of senior citizens and PWDs, to provide concise, comprehensive, and descriptive report that will serve as the basis for further undertaking of proper authorities. So the detailed engineering design shall be guided by four principles. That it should be climate change adaptive, disaster resilient, sustainable, and tropicalized design for the passenger terminal building. We also included here in the terms of reference that the design shall cover an expansion of more or less 8,400 square meters for the site. And there was already a preliminary conceptual design which was attached as Annex A, so that this will be the guide for the prospective consultant in the design process. So these are the scope for the basic design. The scope that the consultant would need to provide: architectural, structural, electrical, mechanical, plumbing, fire protection system, the auxiliaries, access control, public address, flight information display, LAN and Wi-Fi, CATV, master clock system, structured cabling system, and also it includes special equipment such as the baggage handling system, the common use terminal equipment, common use self-service kiosk, elevator, escalator, and passenger boarding bridge. At the post-stage design, after the prospective consultant has finalized the detailed engineering designs. They are also required to prepare the bid documents for this one and assist CAAP in the procurement of this project, as shown on screen. Because to give a background, this project is a precursor for the actual implementation of the construction of the project. Shown on screen are the required staff for the consultant, with a total of 93 man hours. Description of the professional staff needed are also included in the invitation. And these are the reports that need to be submitted: a draft basic design, the final basic design, draft detailed design report, final detailed design report, draft bid documents, final bid documents, and again, to assist in the bidding process. Schedule of payments are as shown on screen. And responsibilities of the consultant are also included. The criteria for selection of the consultant is that the prospective firm shall have the experience of at least 10 years related to these terms of reference. Criteria for shortlisting is the applicable experience of the firm, qualification of its key personnel, and the job capacity. The firm shall be selected using the quality-based evaluation with the following criteria for technical proposal. The qualification of key personnel assigned to the project is 45%. Applicable experience of the firm is 20%. Plan of approach and methodology, 35%. The fund source is the DOT ARGA 2018 downloaded project to CAAP. And again, the approved budget for the contract is 11,843,600 pesos. That would be all, Mr. Chair, and these are just the forms for the submission. Now, sir, Mr. Chair, we can proceed if the prospective bidders have clarifications regarding the terms of reference.
Okay, bidders, you have any questions? This is the time for you to raise them. Meron tayong bidder, di ba?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Good afternoon po. I-clarification lang po with regards to dun sa eligibility requirement, page 10 of the item. Ano ba to? Yun pong letter F, legal clearance issued by CAAP. Yes, sir. Meron po ba kayong format dito for us to apply for legal clearance from your office?
Yes, Sir Estrella. The ELS, the Enforcement and Legal Services, has a format for this one. An application form is allowed to be filled out online and sent to them through email. And thereafter, the
I see.
clearance will be issued to
we can have that format for pre-form.
Yes, sir. We can provide that, sir.
Hmm, okay. So, sir, pwede bang mailang sa yung test for legal clearance?
If I may address that inquiry, Mr. Chair. Mr. Estrella, sir, you can either
Oh, yeah.
request, sir, Mr. Estrella.
Oh,
Mr. Estrella, sir.
hold on, ma'am. Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Sir,
Sige po.
for the legal clearance, sir, you may go directly to the CAAP Enforcement and Legal Service, sir. It is found here at the CAAP Central Office, sir. You may request for the legal clearance. They will be the one who will issuing the legal clearance, sir, or you may request through their email, sir. There is no need for you to uh to acquire that format, sir. The CAAP ELS will be the one to issue you the legal clearance, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Can we have the email address of ELS?
Yes, sir. We will post it in the chat box, sir.
Okay, thank you po. Another clarification under page 53. Page 53 nga ba yan? That is page 54 of the document. Yun pong letter H, special equipment. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Ito pong common use terminal equipment. I guess, ma'am, this one belongs to SITA na hindi po kami allowed to design this system or equipment.
Sir,
Skip ito.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, sir.
Emerson Sales po, sir. Sir, with regard po dun sa concern ninyo, sir, i-check lang po namin kung ganun nga po yung kung hindi po kayo yung allowed or meron pang ibang grupo na mag-design or magle-layout ng common use terminal
Yes, sir.
for checking area.
Yes, sir, please. For clarification na naman.
Sige po, sir. If ever na merong for feed bulletin po namin, agad po.
I think this is a special equipment talaga to.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, if nga po, kasama po siya actually dahil nga po for consultancy, if ever na yun nga po, may include po yan dun sa proposal natin.
Yes,
Kaya po nakasama po siya. If ever po na meron po talagang ganun, meron po talagang grupo na nagdi-design, i-check din po namin. So, at least sana po maka-assist po kayo sa amin. Yung yung sa scope po niya.
Thank you, sir. Tapos, I'm sorry, backward yung ko. Yung fire protection system, ito pong item III, Clean Agent Fire Suppression System. I think po, hindi na po necessary ito.
Sige po sir, noted po namin yung yung observation niyo po, yung mga niyo po. Po namin, i-check po namin if ever na yun nga po hindi po siya kailangan, pero yun as po this moment po yun in terms of reference po natin, include. So if ever na lang po namin for bid bulletin.
Sige po, sir. Mm. So far, yun na lang po yung kung may makita po kami, mag-i-email na lang po kami sa BAC.
Sir, good afternoon po. Lani po from UICI. Page 11 po regarding sa technical proposal. Gaano po katagal, sir, yung bid validity? Question, sir. Gaano po katagal, sir, yung bid validity? Kasi nakalagay po dun sa format po ninyo sa technical proposal submission form. May bid validity po kasi doon na nakalagay. I-insert po yung date. So, i-ano ko lang po, sir, kung gaano katagal po yung bid validity.
Understood, ma'am. We'll also include that in the bid bulletin for clarification.
Okay po, sir. And another one po, sir. Hindi po kayo magre-require, sir, ng bid security?
For that one, it will also be clarified in the bid bulletin ASAP.
Okay, sir. Kung if possible, sir, pwede rin po ba if kung pwede po yung bid securing declaration? Kasi nakalagay po dito sa inyo, bank guarantee. Pwede po ba bang bid securing declaration na lang?
Ma'am, if I may address that, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
a bid securing declaration is also will also be allowed, ma'am. We will issue the necessary bid bulletin for that, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yan lang po.
Should the other bidders have any other questions or clarifications, you may still send your questions or clarifications 10 days prior to the opening, submission and opening of bids through our email at caap.bacbravo@gmail.com. I will also put that in the chat box for you to take note. Thank you.
Thank you rin po. No other queries po so far.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Chair, I think our prospective bidders does not have any other questions, sir.
Okay, there are no more questions. We can already allow them to leave the room. Thank you po for attending today's pre-bid conference. And as mentioned, you can still raise questions that were not raised here in writing, and we will do our best to reply to all of these and address any changes that may be necessary. Okay, maraming salamat po. We hope to hear from you soon with regard to your bids.
Thank you
Thank
very
Thank
much
you,
po.
BAC Chair, and thank you, everyone. Good afternoon.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Sir Arnel.
this one is a negotiated procurement and we are pressed for time here. So maybe we can ask the end user or the TWE to take note of the issuance of bid bulletin, because I think the schedule for opening is already on March 4. So when is the deadline for the issuance of bid bulletin, Mr. Chair?
Sir, if I may address that, sir, we will coordinate with the end user today, sir, and make the necessary issuance of bid bulletin. We will try to have it signed within the day, sir.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair.
All right, let's just take note of the timelines, please. Very important. Sige, anything else for today's agenda?
Sir, we also have our second agenda, sir, which is the Pre-Procurement Conference for the procurement of certifying body for a third-party audit certification under ISO 9001-2015 Quality Management System. This is a rebid, sir, amounting to 3 million pesos. This is a strategic planning division project for public bidding. Miss Kat, or we have our end user from the strategic planning division to present, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. So for today, I will be presenting pre-procurement of certification services for CAAP under ISO 9001 2015 QMS. So for the project amount, its total amount is 3 million pesos, and for the duration, it's 3 years. And as discussed last back meeting, the scope of work it will include or cover offices and services in CAAP main office, one pilot area center, and two pilot CAAP managed airports, as shown in the screen below. And for the objectives, the certifying body shall assist CAAP to obtain the ISO certification to comply with the following requirements. For the first is for the AO number 161 and AO number 25 of IATF as one of the requirements for the PBB, and performance scorecard non-negotiable measure required by the GCG. So for the specific objectives is for the for the consultants to prepare the certification audit plan, to conduct certification remote audit, to prepare an audit report detailing observations, opportunities for improvement, and any nonconformity to ISO 9001-2015 standards or undocumented procedures, and to conduct remote surveillance audits. And the expected outputs are assessment report, certification audit plan, certification remote audit conducted, audit report detailing observations and opportunities for improvement, and ISO 9001-2015 certificate awarded to CAAP, and two surveillance remote audits. So this is the proposed bidding activities for the eligibility check and shortlisting to be scheduled on March 2, 2022, for the pre-bid conference on March 5, 2022, and submission of eligibility technical components and financial documents on March 17, 2022. So for the eligibility and technical and financial documents, for the legal documents, if foreign participation is allowed, foreign consultants may be eligible to participate in this project, subject to the following conditions to be complied within 10 days upon receipt of NOAA. So it must be registered with the SEC and or any agency authorized by the law of the Philippines. They should also submit the certificate of PhilJEPS registration and platinum membership, including its Annex A, in lieu of the uploaded Class A eligibility documents. Also, to submit a combination of PhilJEPS registration and platinum membership. Submit all Class A eligibility documents only, provided that the PhilJEPS registration and platinum membership shall be submitted as post-qualification requirement in accordance with Section 34.2 of the revised IRR of RA 9184. So the eligibility documents shall also include the following, as shown in the screen: a registration certificate from SEC, mayor's business permit, tax clearance for EO 398, And for the technical documents, the statement of all ongoing and completed government and private contracts shall include all such contracts within the last 3 years prior to the deadline of the submission and receipt of eligibility documents. Certificate of satisfactory completion or equivalent document of completed contracts issued by the client. Statement on principles and key staff for consulting services involving regulated profession, including their curriculum vitae. Each prospective bidder shall submit one original and 2 copies of its eligibility documents to the following address. And the deadline for submission of eligibility documents is on March 1, 2022, 2 o'clock p.m. So for the shortlisting, the BAC shall draw up the shortlist of consultants from those who have submitted expression of interest, and applications for eligibility will be evaluated based on a non-discretionary pass or fail criteria. For the special conditions, for a period of 2 years after the expiration of this contract, the consultant shall not engage and shall cause its personnel as well as their sub-consultants and its personnel not engage in the activity of the assets on which they advised on the procuring entity under this contract, nor in the activity of an advisor. The person designated as resident project manager on Appendix 3 shall serve in that capacity as specified in the GCC Clause 8. The effectiveness conditions are the following: upon approval signing of the contracting parties, and the effectivity of contract is 7 calendar days from the receipt of entity, provided that all documentary requirements are complied with. The time period shall be 2 months after the submission of the consultant's final report or some other time period as the parties may agree in writing. The consultant's actions requiring recurring entities of prior approval are also found in the requirements specified in the Section 6 of TOR. And the total ceiling amount of this project is 3 million pesos. So these are the proposed timeline of the for year 1, the winning consultant shall prepare and submit certification audit itinerary at least 15 days before audit as stage 1 of the project. For the stage 2, conduct of certification of remote audit. Also, as a background, this contract is subject for renewal on the second year, valid for years 2 and 3, considering that year 1 is not on multi-years. So, bali sir, for year 2022, naka 1 year po yung CBA niya, and then subject for renewal po yung contract on the next 2 years para po gawing multi-year project yung CBA po. Also on year 1, report preparation and writing, the consultant shall prepare and submit audit report detailing observations. And on year 2, conduct surveillance remote audit and submit surveillance audit report. Same output on the year 3. And we recommend to the HOPE the approval for posting of procurement for the project titled Procurement of Certification Services for CAAP under ISO 9001:2015 QMS under competitive or public bidding. That would be all, sir. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for that presentation. At this juncture, we open the floor for any questions or clarifications from our members on the presentation. The prayer being that this project be accordingly posted as presented. Is there any?
Mr. Chair from the TWG, sir.
Go ahead.
To our end user, ma'am, yung sa copy po ng isa-submit for the eligibility documents,
Yes po.
yung nakalagay po kanina is each prospective bidder shall submit 1 original and 2 copies of its eligibility document.
Yes po.
Ma'am, yung standard po natin, 1 copy na lang po.
Okay po, ma'am.
One copy of the first and second component of the bid po.
Noted po.
And ma'am, may provision po ba kayo doon sa marking and sealing of the documents, ma'am?
Meron po dun sa TOR, ma'am.
Pa-include na lang po, ma'am, doon sa sa markings po natin that it should be sequentially paginated and properly marked with index tabs. Refer na lang po tayo doon sa ibang mga bid documents po natin na ginagamit.
Okay po.
Or I will just coordinate with Miss Kat na lang po para doon sa provision na yon.
Sige po, ma'am.
And another one, ma'am, for the when is the submission? March 1. Yung opening po,
Ayun, attorney, bali ko-coordinate din po sa namin sa BAC yung sa SKED pa.
yung earliest po natin is March 1 if that will be posted today. I will just confirm it with Sir Sunny. But yung submission and opening nyo, ma'am, is a different date. March 1 yung nakita ko kanina. Same day na lang po natin ilagay, ma'am. Opening, deadline for the submission and opening.
Same date na lang po. Sige po. Okay po.
Yes. I think that would be all for me. I think that would be all for Mr. Chair.
Any further questions from our members? If there's no more, maybe we can have a motion, please. Members?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chair, I move for the posting of the procurement of certifying body for a third-party audit certification under ISO 9001 2015 Quality Management System under bid number 2001-01.
All right. Thank you for that. Do you have a second?
Second the motion, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. There being a motion duly seconded, the recommendation is hereby adopted. The motion is carried. So, this is for, I'm sorry, regular procurement ba to? Regular to, diba?
Yes, sir. Regular procurement, sir.
Okay. Sige, let's just do the documentations properly, please. And observe the timelines. Thank you. Have anything else for today?
No other matters, Mr. Chair, for today, sir.
Okay. Since there's no other matters, maybe we can have a motion to adjourn, please.
Move to adjourn, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Seconded, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, sir. The motion seconded. The meeting is hereby adjourned. Maraming salamat po for attending, and Secretariat just kindly keep us updated with the scheduling. Thank you. Maraming salamat po. Good afternoon.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.